Today I'm going to play with some splatter. I just want to have fun. I don't want to plan too much. And if you feel the same and you just want to relax by making some art, do join me. I would love to see what you create. I'm just going to really drench my page in water. I haven't actually prepped the page in any way. So it's just an old book. I've got some art journaling pages here that I've already created, and it's just a new spread and no prepping whatsoever. So we're just gonna do a little experiment and see how the page handles some water and splatter. I love using these little palettes with acrylic inks, and inks are what I'm going to be using now as well. I'm just going to reach out and grab some colors that are calling for me in the moment. I'm just going to randomly grab some brushes as well. And then we'll just go ahead and see what happens. Instead of the palette, I might just dip my brush into the ink. Oh, that's lovely. I'm just going to flick it. There's different ways that you can flick your brush. You can have a brush that you then tap like that. I often really like the randomness of flicking the brush, but you have to just be aware that you might be splattering your walls as well. So be careful with that. I'll just wipe most of it off and then we'll go again. I think this page will look really fun. It will be extremely random. My water is trying to run off, so I'll just tip it back. I'll dip my brush again and flick. There will be different colors mixing with each other in a totally random way. I'm now working in my journal, but you could also do this just on a piece of paper, and then you could use that paper for collage, as collage fodder later. Now that I'm creating this directly into the journal, I could rip this page out. This one already has something on the other side. I could still rip that one off and use it as collage. Another way that you can create splatter is directly with this. Keep dropping them on the page. My plan is to cover the whole page, so we'll see. This might take a while, but we're not in a rush. This is going to soak into the binding, but that is absolutely fine. I don't mind my journals getting a bit messy and crazy, so I'll be really interested to see how things turn out. I'll need some extra support to keep this page up so the paints are not running too much. So I'll just pop one of these under the page. There we go, now it's a bit more straight. If you don't want the ink to go into the binding of the book, you can very gently take a little bit of tissue and just tap it away. I'll show you how. I don't mind it going in there, but if you have some pages that are already done, you might not want them. You might not want the ink to soak those pages. I'm really enjoying what's happening here. That looks really interesting. I really like what it looks like underneath. So I'm now really curious and thinking if I should just use my squeegee and move the paint a bit or the ink a bit. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, that looks lovely. Just look at that. I'm cleaning my squeegee with some tissue. Just do it again on this side. Wow, look at those marks. That looks gorgeous. So what I think I'll do next, it looks so fun. I'll take some tissue, put it on top, and let the inks soak onto the tissue. This way we're removing some of it. That looks very cool. I've accidentally created this circle. You can see all these really interesting dots and blobs. This has been quite chaotic, but I've really enjoyed it. So I'm going to keep going. I'm enjoying this a bit too much, so now I just want to keep going. My idea from this wild splatter page is evolving a little bit, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a background for it. To me, this is looking like the universe at the moment, like a black hole in space. Just want to keep messing with it. This page is taking the paint and water incredibly well. I just want to demonstrate and show you that you don't need to have these fantastic, beautiful, expensive sketchbooks. This is just an old book from the library, and look how well it's managing. I have some silver ink. I might see if I can do something fun with this. I could keep going and going, but I'm going to stop here and let it dry.